Good morning, classmates and Dr. Moore. My name is Monica Adams, and for my Week 8 forum presentation, I've decided to attempt the video form. This is the first time I've ever done this in an APUS class, so bear with me. I'm sure that afterwards there'll be lots of comments on improvements I could make for my next attempt at this. But anyway, my discussion today has to do with my concern that I feel exists in the society with the separation between the importance of water and wastewater issues as they relate to each other. I think that we keep the two entities separate, and we're just not realizing how important it is that their well-being is necessary for both of them to work well as we need them in society. Many people that I discuss my work with for the first time, they don't even comprehend the processes that are at work to keep water potable and drinkable and to keep wastewater safe from causing us issues with disease and illness. And then when you venture into the realm of possibility that reclaimed water, wastewater effluent, not only has a current value in, watering golf courses and private lawns, but that it also has the potential to be utilized as a freshwater source, you just get this look like you've lost your mind. So there's this, in my opinion, there is a very big disconnect within the public about the capabilities of what especially wastewater can do for us. So this caused me to start looking into evidence that the environmental and scientific community is working to bring these elements together to present and reach out to the public sector, the governmental entities, especially on the local level, that this is a safe way for the future. This common thread in the articles I read, the word sustainability, how we can achieve sustainability if we incorporate water and wastewater issues together and stop looking at them separately. So it is very clear, evidence-based, that reuse practices are the only means to sustainable freshwater supplies, in that our final product with wastewater, we know it gets disposed of into lakes, rivers, groundwater recharge. Therefore, what we are putting into these sources has to meet a minimum requirement, or we're going to destroy these sources. And a very simple view expressed by a group of scientists writing on the subject from Ulsan, Korea, states, the loop between water supply and wastewater disposal can be closed. And I think that statement right there sums up everything everyone needs to understand about these two sources. They are completely tied together. One has to work with the other, and therefore in every situation we have to start treating them in that fashion. Another overall ineffective and unsustainable approach taken to avoid the inevitable closing of the water-wastewater loop is that of transporting massive quantities of potable drinking water to places where, due to arid conditions or drought conditions, our answer is let's transport this water to people. And that, while may be practical in times of a natural disaster or short-term relief, is not a practice that I feel is wise to be expecting future generations to try and pursue. So therefore, we have to look at realistically what we have available to deal with the situation. And I feel we're actually in a very fortunate position. We have the resources and the space available to enhance what is possible through technology and combine it with natural filtration and purification processes that we know about that work within the Earth's soil, that truly result in the same quality of source water we currently accept for drinking water purposes. So with a little additional help, we can make our wastewater effluent that same quality. And this also includes doing so without an enormous economical input. It's just better thinking. So, we go through this current process of treating wastewater to a degree where it can be used on lawns, it can be used in certain agricultural processes. However, if we take it one step further and we expose this treated wastewater to wetlands and areas where it's going to go through the percolation process, it will end up in groundwater sources where it can be harvested again for a drinking water source. To do that, however, we must concentrate on protecting what we currently have as groundwater sources and surface water sources. The ability to keep environmental toxins out of these sources is paramount, and the enhanced creation of wetlands is key to this being a viable option. And basically, to restate my initial point, neither wastewater or water treatment can be completely utilized effectively without the well-managed care of the other. They cannot be looked at as separately anymore. This is the message that peoples of all societies, income brackets, and interest in environmental activism must adopt. So even if you're not a tree hugger, it doesn't matter. You have a responsibility to understand how your actions, your tax dollars being spent on these processes is going to keep us having the ability to get a hold of potable drinking water sources in the future. So thank you very much. I will include the citations and references for my materials on the actual forum page, and I would appreciate any and all comments about my presentation. Remember, this was my first time I've ever done this, so I won't be upset at positive, critical criticism. Thank you. Goodbye.